Hi guys, so welcome back to this little vlog that I do every month. It is the monthly running news where I cover stories all about running from pros to amateurs, from the old to the young every month. I sometimes throw in an odd sport if something appears that is just weird, wonderful, or just an epic achievement. So, of course, 1st of September today, so it is time for the August news. So, we do have pro news from the Commonwealth and the Europeans. I've just picked out two stellar athletes, female, and from Scotland, not England. We do have major achievements from both ends of the age range. We have British ultra runners just smashing huge distances, and we also have a pumpkin boat. Yes, that is American story, but we do have a story about a pumpkin boat. So let's start off with the pros. So we had the Commonwealth and European Games back to back this month. So Eilish McColgan took gold in the 10K in the Commonwealth Games 36 years after her mum did the same. If you have, whether you watched it live or whether you've seen it since, it's an epic sprint finish by Eilish. Then she took the silver in the 5,000 meters. Then in the Europeans, she took silver for the 10K and bronze for the 5K. Again, Laura Muir in the 1,500 meters did an epic achievement for the Commonwealth and the Europeans. She took gold in the Commonwealth Games and the bronze in the Europeans, both in the 1,500 meters. Sticking to the Commonwealth Games, the first ever Commonwealth Games track and field medal for Guernsey happened this Commonwealth Games. Alistair Chalmers won the bronze for the 400-meter hurdles in 49 minutes and 47 seconds. So that's the pros. So yes, let's look towards the two ends of the age spectrum. We have two children under 10 doing epic things and two retirees doing epic challenges as well. So let's start with the children. So Rupert Brooke, who is 7 years old, cycled from London to Paris in memory of his dad. It took him 4 days of about 50 miles a day, and he has raised over £35,000 for charity. A 9-year-old, Jacob Funk, ran a mountain half marathon barefoot, as he doesn't like shoes and he doesn't like socks. The Emperor's Challenge took place. The half mountain marathon that he did was the Emperor's Challenge in British Columbia over in Canada. So, time for the oldies. 71-year-old Chris Pitman. She has become the oldest person to swim around Jersey in 11 hours and 32 minutes. And then up in the northwest of England, 92 years young, Arthur Walsham was given a Guard of Honour as he completed his 300th park run. So there, youngsters and the young at heart doing amazing things. Lifting the Stress team, that's what they're called, smashed the 24-hour world record sled push. In 24 hours, they covered 125 kilometers, pushing 139.9 kilo sled over concrete. In the process, they were raising money for the Royal Marines charity. So, a little detour from running is cycling. I will link the video in the description box below because it is quite hilarious to watch in a weird way. So each year, on the windiest day of the year, the Dutch Headwind Cycling Championships takes place on the Oosterschelde Storm Surge Barrier. I think I've pronounced that completely wrong. I do apologise. Over 200 competitors ride the 8.5 kilometres course against 100 plus kilometres per hour winds on single speed bikes. As I say, I will link the video below in the description because you have to watch it, because they're on single speed bikes, they're not fancy bikes, into horrendous headwind. I mean, how they cycle at all is just incredible. So, sticking to local news, I think last month I mentioned the Grizzly. Well, the Grizzly has announced its name for 2023 and it's called I Fought the Claw. So, over in Jersey, Mark Grenier and Dr. Alan Roberts have completed a first of its kind triathlon. They swam, ran and cycled 121.5 miles non-stop around Jersey. It was 3 laps of Jersey's coastline and took them 28 hours. In the process, raising money for charity. So, in the world of ultra running, quite a few stories, including mega achievement from British ultra runners. But starting off with ultra runner Dean Karnazes was attacked by a coyote during a 150-mile race in California. He managed to whack it with his running poles and it did run away, but he was left with kind of muddy nose and face where it kind of pinned him down. Quite scary, but at least he had the poles and that got rid of the coyote. At the UTMB that took place last weekend, Kilian Jornet broke the world record wearing his own brand of trainers which he has designed, which are called N-Normal, and I think are released kind of October time. So he ran the 170 kilometers around 10,000 feet or meters of elevation in 19 hours, 49 minutes and 30 seconds, setting a new course record. Tom Evans from the UK came third in 20 hours, 34 minutes and 33 seconds. At the Comrades Marathon down in South Africa, a full-time security guard and part-time ultra marathon runner and father won the race. He covered the 90 kilometers in 5 hours, 30 minutes and 38 seconds with an average pace of 3 minutes 36 seconds per kilometer. Also at the weekend, here in the UK, it was the Offa's Dyke Ultra, which is 187 miles. Sarah Perry won it overall and set a new female course record in 60 hours and 36 minutes. So on to the British ultra marathon runners. A British runner has demolished the Pacific Crest Trail speed record. Josh Perry, 27, took 55 days, 16 hours and 54 minutes to complete the 4,270 kilometer Pacific Coast Trail. The trail runs from the US border with Mexico to the Canadian border. Also, Kieran Elger, again a British ultramarathon runner, ran the length of the second longest river in Europe in 67 days. Kieran ran the 2,850 kilometre, the full length of the Danube River, which runs through 10 countries. It was an unsupported race, so he didn't meet up with anyone along the route. He carried his own kit and he camped most nights. Roughly, it's about at least a marathon a day for 67 days. Lastly, I did mention about a pumpkin boat. Well, Dwayne Hansen, a Nebraskan man, set a new world record for the longest journey by pumpkin boat. He grew the 846-pound pumpkin and then paddled 38 miles down the Missouri River. He named his pumpkin Bertha. So there we have it. Running news from around the world, and a little bit extra. I had to include the Nebraskan man in a boat made from a pumpkin because it is just so cool to grow a pumpkin and think, I know, I'm gonna carve it out, sit in it, and sail it down a river. Why not? And 38 miles as well is just not just sail it round a pond, but 38 miles. Absolutely incredible. So I hope you enjoyed this little trip of August news from running around the world. If you enjoyed this, please give a thumbs up, pass it to any other runners or non-runners, anyone who just likes hearing fun stories from ordinary people doing extraordinary things with pros thrown in for good measure as well. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. Love to have you along. As I say, every month I post this little news roundup vlog. I also post how my training is going or not training. Also talk about upcoming races here in Devon. So please subscribe, share, like, and whatever you do, #KillingIt.